Dear caddies, in this second video we are going to introduce you a topic that we want to keep improving, the notion of strategy on the course. The strategy is all the decisions you take with your guest during his round of golf. For example, the club choices, the shot directions, the trajectory to play, or the landing point to aim. A good strategy leads to better decisions, a course easier to play, less strokes and better scores, more pressure on the course, faster pace of play, in conclusion, a better experience for the player. Our first advice, the tee box choice. Before starting, it is very important to guide your guest to his appropriate tee box color. If you are too ambitious, the course will be too difficult for your guest, he will struggle all his round and won't enjoy his day and experience at Vatana Golf Resort. We remind you that black tees are for professional players, gold tees are for very good players, blue tees are for average players, white tees are for seniors, red tees are for ladies, and orange tees for juniors. After discussing with your guest, take a reasonable decision with him. Our advice, always guide him to his appropriate tee box color or the color below. For example, if your guest starts normally from blue markers but feels tired for any reason, invite him to start from the white markers. Our main goal is to make our guest happy. Our second advice, the club choice on the tee. As you know, 99% of golfers will use their driver on par 4 and par 5 because they need to do a maximum of distance. Keep in mind that the driver remains a difficult club to play. So if your guest is struggling to put the ball in game with his driver, make it easier and invite him to play an iron or an hybrid. It will help him to reduce his ball flight disparity and put the ball in game. Advice number 3, add one club when you have a doubt. Most of the time, players know their distance but forget that their distance are based on their best shots. But in reality, and taking into consideration many factors, lie, stress, tiredness, there is less than 50% chance to hit the perfect shot. So they won't do the distance expected. So when you have a doubt with your guest, always take one club more. Our last advice, the direction and aiming points. On the tee or on the fairway, make sure you give a safe direction to your guest. It will reduce the risk to land in an hazard or difficult area of play, like out of bounds, bunkers, water, low grass, and ensure a better score. Same advice on the green attack. Analyze the pin position and guide safely your guest. Most of the time, if the pin position is difficult, like on this situation on hole 6 East course, it is more reasonable to play the middle of the green and to do 2-putt instead of playing the pin and taking a big risk to land in the water. In short, we can say that strategy improves scores, caddy experience, pleasure on the course, pace of play, and guest experience. With our 4 advice, we hope you will improve your strategy on the course.